Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today we're going to be reviewing the heavy gel medium gloss from Deco Art. They sent me a bunch of stuff to try out, and so we're just going to do a mixed media background in my journal and see what this is like. Now this is a gloss. It doesn't matter really because you know, you're going to be gluing on, so it isn't that big of a deal, but I also have, they sent texture paste, and this is heavy gel medium this is the Deco Art Media line. This is Americana. So, but we're going to do this one today, and maybe we'll use some texture paste. I don't know. We shall see. So, let's get to getting. So first what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my brush. My brush. We're just going to use that. And whatever paintbrushes you like to use, or a sponge brush, whatever. And I just have some papers here that I'm going to glue down. This is a napkin. And remember, when you use napkins, you want to make sure, excuse me, that you take that extra paper off the back, because I've done that many times where I go to glue and it's tissue paper. Save it because it is fantastic to use, but you know, just do it because it'll make it easier. This is just papers that came in like a packet of mixed media paper. This can be book text, it can be whatever you have. This is just tissue paper that, you know, you can get really great tissue paper at your local craft store, and not only that, but your local dollar store. You can get big packages of it. I have like every single color I got for $1, and I love it. You can use it in a million different ways. So just some things. I know obviously black and white going on, but that's okay. We are going to start, and I just like to, because I'm doing the whole background, I'm just going to kind of dab it, doing a little dab, and we're going to town. Dry brush, it doesn't matter if it's dry or wet, but I'm just going to kind of spread this out a little bit all over the page, because I will go over it. And I'm just going to start laying down, no rhyme or reason. The page is gessoed, but it doesn't have to be. You know, you could do it right over, but I did. I'm using a, I'll show you what I use at home in a minute here. Okay. And then I'll just tear and lay it down. Oh, maybe I'll overlap. Nothing wrong with overlapping. Look at me go. Look at me go. And it's okay to leave some of that bottom. Bottom's good. Bottom's good. And I'll tear some of this. I never throw away, but you can see this is like inviting me to give it a good tear. Just make sure I have glue down there. Now always when you're especially paper, when we're doing the mixed media, push it real good, Salt and Pepper says, and do it. I'm going to go like this. And then I'll just tear and lay it here. What? Oh, she's on fire. She's on fire. No, I need obviously more glue there. And you can definitely put this like this and go like that, but sometimes I just don't. I'm like too fast to do, I want to do like background. So now look, this has text on this side rather than that, so I can do that. And I like, because I'm weird, I like how that has a little like tear, right? Because I lifted it up, so I like that. And I need some more glue here. Some people get freaked out because when they're doing things like this and they see like, oh, I glued it down, but it's like, do you know what I mean? I got to add more. I got to do this. It's okay. Like, have fun. Put on your favorite music, your favorite song, your favorite YouTuber, whatever. Put it on and sit and glue down. And like, because I'm going to go in between here with some more of this, because look how beautiful. It's transparent. So if I would have painted underneath a pretty color or a color, it would have came through on that, which I love, which I might do because I'm not going to touch the bugs because we're going to do a whole other page with that. But I am going to open it and see. I can do more here. I just tear. Tear it, you can tear it. Like this, I'll tear into a little piece. I'll do a little dabble do ya. And what we'll do, I'll show you. We'll put words, all eyes and ears, on alert. And I'll take a piece where it's a little clearer, you know, not so much stuff. I will put this like this, and I will lay this, and then I'll go over it again. Sometimes I'll even spray water, but to make it go a little further. But look at that deliciousness coming through. You can see the words. Oh God, I love mixed media. I can't stand how much I love mixed media. Don't like how much I lose my items, but you can see I go through a lot of this. That's why I go through a lot of my glue. But let's do here. I'm gonna we're gonna do the same thing. So far the glue's good. It's gonna lay it down. Right, give it a little, especially when you're using the thinner papers or this tissue paper, any kind of tissue paper, you know, push it down. Sometimes it'll bubble. Everything will bubble if it's gonna bubble. So just give it a little pushing with your fingers, and then I just go and kind of give it a tear once it's a little gluey wet. And I think we need something here. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna lay that down. I'm gonna give it a coat on top. Look at that, we got a background started. But not done yet, gonna need more glue. Because I am just, I mean, for fairness, I'm only using that little bit because I do not want to waste. I hate wasting, but sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it, but I do. And I'll just lay this right here. Or I could have looked, which I didn't. Let me see if I can get this back up, because this stuff's drying fast, which I love. Yeah, I can. Oh, look at that. It attached and pulled off my little tissue paper. I'm not mad at it, though. I'm just going to turn this over because I like this writing better, which you'll see in a minute. Yeah. And see how we got our page there? Now I can pull this off here if I want. Maybe put a little more glue on there though, it needs it. Okay, and sometimes, like I said, I will squirt water because it helps it just flow, because that is a very thick, it's a heavy gel. I mean, that's what it's going to do, which I'm all for a heavy gel. Not mad at it, but sometimes it could be a little like fickle, you know, like you see as it starts drying, it's like, oh no, it's sticking. Not the end of the world. I just spray a little bit of water. Wrinkles in tissue paper are welcome here. No anger there for that. Then I'll just kind of like do this, and I'll heat it with my heat gun to get that extra water. And you know, you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. You don't have a hair dryer, go to your local Goodwill. They have them there for $2. You buy it, use it. If not, put on a favorite song of yours, sing, have fun, and it'll be dry. It just dries fast. And what this is doing right now is really taking the water out that I put on there to thin it out. That'll be what dries first. But I'm going over everything. So far, so good. I'm digging it. Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to give that another second to dry. It's a little tacky. It just needs to dry. Let me show you what my book is. So years ago, I'll tell you how long, 2011, my friends Roberta Burnham and Cynthia Gagan know I love Klimt Gustav, and it's shiny because it has a cover, and they bought me this. And I love it. It's a calendar, 2011 calendar. And it has all his art in it, which I absolutely love. So it was sitting here and I've been cleaning up, and so what I've been using it for are, I like to write a lot of poetry and stuff like that, or ideas or whatever. And so I've been going in and like here you could see that, you know, in February of 2011 I was writing things, but it has his art. And then I started to paint backgrounds so I can use it as an art journal. And I did not know he painted me way back then, but here you go. So that's what I started doing. And so I can go in now in art journal if I want to do a video, or just sit in art journal and ideas for canvases, that kind of thing. And I get inspired by his art. So that is what I'm using this for, because it was sitting here and I kept moving it here, there, and I'm like, because I didn't want to throw it away, because my goodness, you know, I was like, you know what, let me do some art journaling in there. I'll cover up, you know, throw gesso or whatever extra paint, and start using the pages as art journal pages, and then have this delicious inspiration. This is another one of my favorites, but I have one in my living room. If you've seen videos of me doing vlogs, that is, I don't know if it's in here or not now that I think about it. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and that's what this is. So that's what we're using today. I don't know if on the back it has the pictures of what's in here. Come on now, baby. I just love his art. No, it just has him. And this beautiful background, I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. No, of course. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm using. So if you see me using this often, you will know why. And yeah, so if you have anything like that at home, I've been doing this for a while. I did, however, I don't want anybody write me saying, yeah, oh, what is her lovely name? I love her. I'm going to say Anna Lee Creates, and that's, I think she's doing this as well, and I cannot think Nikki. I don't know what her channel name is at the moment. I'm subscribed and I watch her videos and I can't think. Anyway, they've been using old calendars and all, and I think that's fantastic, but that is not where I got this from. That is not, I think that's great. I think you should follow them. They are fantastic. I will link them down below. Go check them out, but that's not, I've been doing this for a very long time, and you know, so that is that. I don't want any crap for it, because like I said, we're all here just to have fun. But yeah, go check them out. They have great channels and I love watching them. So that is done. Let's go on. So now I have some cadmium red hue in their premium. I have white somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I have some of the media fluid acrylics in raw umber, which I might use. Titanium white, oxblood, which I'm really digging lately. So let's go in with some raw umber. Now pay mind, because this is going to be, now you can go lighter, of course, and do something, you know, fantastical. I don't, I'm usually somebody who likes to go dark, because that's just the way I am. But I'm going to go in with this raw umber, and the fluid acrylics are fantastic. They are comparable in their texture to like the golden fluid acrylics. I love golden fluid acrylics so very much. I don't buy them. These are all old that I use, but that's what these are after. You know what I'm saying? I love them. They work very well. So I'm going to rinse out my brush a little bit. Going to keep it wet. And then I'm just going to do this. Look at me go. Oh, that's nice. And you know, I did not put a lot, because I don't want to, you know, darken so bad that you can't see what's underneath. But, and if you want darker, go for it. But you see how it just adds that little bit? Let's do a little bit more. They have a really pretty They sent me a bunch. Maybe I'll do a video on all of them because they have really pretty turquoise, like a turquoise, and oh, so nice. Yeah, let's just do this a little bit more. Now I could have dried my brush out a little bit more and it would have been a little darker because remember it's watering it down, but I don't want it so dark that. And then something for you guys who are new, what I like to do is I will go back in the back, let's say here, and I will kind of, see what I'm doing? Clean my brush off there, and that starts another background. And you'll see that a lot. Now I'm going to dry this. I got to make up a dry song, like that I sing when I'm drawing, so you guys don't get, you know, too bored of watching me do this. Look at me go, look at me go. I'm drawing my page, drawing my page. Look at me go, look at me go. Not after my age, not after my age. If you go to your dollar store or even Barnes & Noble or whatever bookstores you have, they always have sales and even clearance still from 2018 that you can get these books. I have so many calendars. Maybe that's what they're using, is calendars, where this is more of this book, which is a calendar. I think they might be using calendars now that I think about it. Anyway, I think you... But I'm sure if you look around your house, you probably have something you can use. I use, oh gosh, I have my big art journal I got to dig out that I haven't finished yet. The catalog. I use catalogs all the time. I get so many catalogs. I tell you what, that's working good, that dye, that gel medium. I still need to be a little drier here because the tissue paper will tear. Keep that in mind. You want to be very careful until you work on top of it. Okay, now... I'm going to, I can put, if I want a little bit of color, which I don't know if I'm going to do that right now, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to stamp a little because I just want a little color. And I don't know. Yes, let's see. I'm going to see if this will show up. And I don't care what stamp I'm using. Like, this just happens to be sitting there. So I'm not like, oh, I have to, like, I'm not. I'll probably use, because I haven't cleaned my desk off, because I'm a weirdo. I really need to clean it off today, but I felt like doing art. So there you go. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? Looks like it might, because it's the distressed oxide. And I'm going in, and I'm pushing. And barely, you can barely see it. But I can see it. And that's okay. So we'll go in with another color until I get it to the way I want it, because that's how I roll. Let's do some cracked pistachio. Because like on there it looks gorge, right? Let's see what it does here. Okay, it's, again, we're doing a background. We're not going for, you know, you to actually see what's going on. It's the texture. Okay, I'm not hating that. Let me show you a little closer. See how you can see it barely, but it's on there. Let's do, where did I just see the other one? I have a broken clown head on my, how do you like that? I'm going to figure out what to do with him. Might make a mold and then, anyway, that's a different thing. So I have this sitting here. You guys have probably seen it a million times. Let's go in with Dusty Concord, and this is the distressed ink. I have them all sitting here because I've been playing, so doing backgrounds on canvases is my favorite. And like I said, we're not looking for it to be able to read, we're just looking for some texture. Am I going over the other colors? Yeah, that's okay. Don't let people tell you what's right or wrong. You play and have fun. If you only have Crayola watercolor paint, use it. If you only have newspaper, use it. If you have magazines, use it. If you only have Crayola crayons, use it. If you only have Crayola colored pencils, watercolor pencils, use them. If you only have Sharpie markers, use them. Crayola markers, use that. I could go on. I think you're picking up. what I'm saying. Use what you got. Go to the dollar store. White glue. Start out. It's not a big deal because it's about having fun and doing things that make you, you know, happy. Do what makes you happy. More of it. Do more of it. This is what makes me happy. I could do backgrounds all day because I just, in different colors, and oh gosh, I could have a blast. Okay, so that is that. And I'm going to just dry it real quick. Some of them will be, I think, reactive, which is fine. I don't care. Now I'm going more dark because I don't have any other colors sitting here at the moment because I was really only testing off the heavy gel gloss. And what we're going to do, just going to dry everything real quick. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this heavy gel medium and I'm going to ploop it here and here. Let's just ploop. I'm going to take my brush again. I'm going to rinse it out of any color, which it won't matter too much. And I'm going to dry it. Just tap it off real good on, and now I'm going in to cover everything. Now you see I lost that star. It's okay. I can put it back if I want it. Keep that in mind. And it might not have been dry all the way. I really like that star there, but okay. Next time I'll probably use VersaFine, which I'm going to use to put the star there right now. I'm going to use my, there's VersaFine, there's Stays On, all that. Look at me. And I'll wipe it off because of the glue. I don't want necessarily black, but that's where we're going. Okay. I just really wanted that star there because I'm weird that way. Okay, and I wiped that off and we're good there. Now I'm going to dry it. And you'll see because the light, as it dries, it's not glossy, shiny anymore as it is when it's wet. Now, normally I use matte. I use my Mod Podge matte. You know, I love it, love it, love it. I do have Mod Podge gloss. Maybe I should start using that. Maybe, because I know I get so many questions if gloss is okay to use, and yeah, it is. Because nowadays, we have so many companies that are coming out with multimedia paints. So they're multi-surface, they're satin, so you could paint on top of this gloss easily. You know, you could stamp on top of it. Yeah. So now, this is my background. I mean, how gorgeous is this background? Come on now. You can't, even if you don't like me, you gotta say, it's gorgeous. Now, I will experiment with this a little bit more, but like I have this paper here, you know. I love this. Now I can work on top of it. I can put, I was going to do this, but I changed my mind at the moment. So I think I'm going to save this as a background, but I wanted to put like happiness in the middle because this is happiness to me, and I was going to antique it with the raw umber. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really love this page. That's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'm going to squirt it with water. I'm going to shake this. Is the Deco Art Media Fluid Acrylic Raw Umber. Which, like I said, I do love these. And I will do a video with these. And I'm just going in. Now this is a glossy piece of cardstock, I guess is what it is. Glossy though. So what I like to do is I will start with this raw umber, and I'm going to leave it sit for a minute, which normally I don't. Normally I will go in and wipe it off. But I want it to kind of soak in. And we're going to see how that works. So I can even dry it at this point. And just give it an aged look. I don't want it as dark as the background, but I want it aged. Like me, aged. I'm feeling my age today, let's just say. Not a... Okay. Yeah. Now you can see, obviously, because it was wet, it curled up. But that took the shine, the newness off, right? And I'm going to dry the back. Now you can see the back isn't glossy, but the front is a little bit, but that's okay. But you'll see when I put this on, it still pops, right? It's not as, and I can go in and put a little bit more white if I want it. I don't, but, so I'm going to go in with just the littlest bit of heavy gel medium. Again, I like to just give it a squeeze. I still have some on my brush, so I'm going to go in. I'm just going to spread it around. Oh, the jokes I can make. I was going to say, like, my butt when I sit down spreads around. Okay, so I'm going to leave that star there because I dig it. And I don't necessarily have to have it right in the middle because that's just not how I do things, but because I'm not in the middle. Look at me go, look at me go. And now I will put just the littlest bit on the top to add a little bit of gloss, like that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And look, I kind of ripped that and it went that way. I love it. Now, you see I brush both ways because I want to get it in all those cracks and crevices. And da-da, that is it. So, what I would maybe do is take a little bit of a water-soluble marker or more of the raw umber and kind of like go around these edges like that touch the bottom part, maybe to make it stand out a little bit more, like up here. See how that, I would do that, maybe not, depends on my mood. But this is just the background, and like I said, this is just a piece of chipboard which I don't use much of. I'm going to, though. I pulled out a bunch of stuff because I can now use, see, I want this way though. I don't want it to be the same way. I want it to be like, she's this way, she's that way, but she's got happiness, and this page brings her happiness. I'm going to be using a lot more things that I have. I threw a lot away because I couldn't use them, but now I'm like, oh, so you'll be seeing more of that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do, however, want to thank all you guys for all your wonderful comments. I'm going to be answering today. I have not answered them all weekend, but don't, and I got a few emails I will be answering as well, that I read, but I did not get a chance to answer yet. So please don't feel sad. I will answer them today because I love getting them. And like I said, this is just so simple, and this could be done on a piece of printer paper or any kind of paper that you have. You can go buy a Crayola art pad and use that as well. As always, please, please, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Please share me around. I appreciate it, and I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.